I'm going to walk away from the noise. I'm boiling the kettle at the moment because I'm making soup because it is cold and I'm mugged up. It is currently, can't see the clock from here, 8:30ish at night. There is no one around here but me, if you don't count the Floofle. Hello, little Floofle. Hey, wanna say hello? Hello. Hello, Floofy. She's been having dreams all day. So I'm doing stuff, and I can hear her little legs going. And she dreams about running around. Which is good, because she can't really run around much anymore, because she's old. Isn't that right, puppy? Anyway, I am so close to finishing my 200-day challenge. So close! In just over a week, I will be done. The end. I'm sorry that I haven't probably vlogged about it as much as I should. It's really hard to report on not doing something. Like, I thought it would be fine, like I'd have all these tips and tricks and whatever, but when you're just not spending money, you're just not spending money, and it's not like there are tips and tricks or anything about just not spending money. You just don't. It's not as interesting as it might seem. So for anyone who's only just tuned in, the 200-day challenge is a challenge in which for 200 days you buy nothing new at all. Now, well, at all is a bit off. Food is okay. Toiletry is okay. I'm not going to trade or buy a second-hand toothbrush. I mean, that's a bit more than a bit unhygienic. Having said that, I can buy second-hand, I can trade for things, etc. So, as far as the buying less books thing, it didn't go as well as I thought, because I ended up just buying second-hand books anyway. So that didn't work out quite as well as I thought it would on that front. But actually, to be honest, I probably spent less overall. And definitely I think I bought less books. I did it more for an environmental and a kind of accumulating less junk kind of thing, as opposed to a less money thing. So I spent money on experiences more than I spent money on things. So for example, I was more likely to spend money on a trip to the zoo than I would on actual physical things. So if it was a physical thing like a mug or a shirt or something like that, I wouldn't buy it. Or a book, I wouldn't buy it. But if it was an experience or an event or something, then I would fork out the money, because for me it wasn't about the money, it was about the stuff. Which leads me to my next point, which is that when the 200-day challenge ends, I won't actually be home. I am going away for a week. I'm going to Melbourne. And one of my friends who is going to be there with me, well, that sounds really odd. No, he lives there, is a bit of a foodie, and I'm a bit of a foodie. And we're going to do a lot of foodie stuff. So hopefully I'll be able to video most of that and do a bit of a foodie tour of Ali-friendly places. Yeah, and then we'll be able to edit that up and post that up so you guys get to see the crazy things I eat and what I think of them. That's definitely going to be interesting. First time experiencing of things. I am actually really looking forward to this. I think it's going to be really fun to just kind of eat whatever. That sounds really weird. I get very... Because I have such particular dietary requirements, I guess is the best way to put it, I get to the point where I'll go to a place and I'll try some things on the menu, you know, that fit within my requirements, and I'll find one or two things, and that's what I have every time. And I don't often go to new places because I don't always know if there's anything on the menu I can eat, and if I will even like it. Like, there are times where I go to places and there's 2 things on the menu, and they're like, both have Brussels sprouts in them. And I hate Brussels sprouts. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's so bitter in the middle and it's gross. So I don't like Brussels sprouts. So then, you know, I get worried that of the only options I can eat, they're going to be something horrible that I don't like, or something like that. So I'm concerned, to say the least, when I go out by myself. But I trust this friend, and this friend knows my dietary requirements and knows that kind of stuff, and he cooks himself and he bakes himself. So he's pretty much promised me, kind of, he's going to find an Ali-friendly version of his favourite brownie recipe, which is going to be fantastic because I like brownies. And I'm going to get fed really nice food that I can actually eat, which is going to be really exciting. And yeah, so that's probably the newest, most exciting thing that's happening. Other than that, not an awful lot. I'm busy, I'm sorry. I know I always say I'm busy, I'm sorry I didn't make videos, and I feel like it's a terrible excuse. I feel like it's a terrible excuse considering the whole point of this year was to make more videos. I honestly wish that I had the time and the energy to daily vlog. I do. I mean, I don't think that many interesting things happen in my life that daily vlogging would be worth it. But I feel like one of those things of if you take enough footage, something will come out. Something good will come out. And I feel like if I daily vlogged more often, it would be interesting. At the very least, I would get very strong arms because these are starting to get tired. And speaking of tired and stuff, I'm just gonna start pouring my soup. It is really cold. I don't know what the temperature is like, but it is really, really cold. At the moment, just getting a spoon. It's super cold at the moment, so I'm trying to keep warm. Yeah, so if I could daily vlog more often, I think that would be a lot more interesting. I don't know if you guys would find that interesting. You might find it really boring because I'll talk about the same books or how much I don't like a book that I'm reading or how much things are going on. But yes, that's what I was saying about not being able to daily vlog. Mostly just, I guess, work. And this must sound really odd, but my life at the most productive is out of whack compared to everybody else's daily life. Like, it is so out of whack. I have had to miss so many gatherings with people because of how everything is out of whack. And to be honest, being an introvert, I don't mind that much. It sounds really bad, but every now and then there's something I really wanted to go to and I can't go to because of work or because of how my life works and I have deadlines to meet and so on and so forth. But when you don't finish work until 11:30 at night and then you're up until 3 working anyway, and then you sleep till about 10 or 11 in the morning, and then you have from 10 or 11 in the morning until about 3:30ish to do other stuff, eat, housework, so on and so forth. It does get kind of... difficult isn't the word. I tend to just suddenly lose track of time. I'll go, yeah, I'll do that. I'm totally going to do that. But the next thing you know, I can't. So, a bit crazy, to say the least. And also not a lot goes on. Like, it's not interesting. It sounds like my life is really it's not. It's really not. Wednesdays... it's still a bit hot. Wednesdays... Sorry, I'm just going to put some water in here. Wednesdays, honestly... Today is a Wednesday, actually. Oops, sorry. That's really bad. Wednesdays, honestly, get so blocked out and crazy like this, and then I'm home alone. and there's nothing going on. Like right now is a Wednesday. I've just realised I've forgot to shut the pantry door. Doo-doo. And being environmentally responsible and turning the light off. Wednesdays I'm home alone with the dog, which is fine. That doesn't bother me. Ooh, that got really dark. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. In fact, I actually have a whole pile of books and stuff sitting at the dining table at the moment. Ta-da! Anyway, a whole pile of books and stuff, and I'm by myself, and it's actually really boring because I just sit around and read books. And I am a boring human being. So I guess that's my excuse for not daily vlogging, and I feel like this vlog has gotten very long and very crazy. And I have some other important topics I need to talk about, so I need to record some other videos. So I am just going to end this now with a bye-bye, and if you want to give it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs up, but, you know, give it a like and whatever the love symbol is. Oh, I'm so tired. So this is a bit sloppy and lazy. But yeah, if you like it, then like it, please, that would be great. If you want to share it, then share it, but generally, I save money, I save stuff. 200-day challenge finishes in a bit over a week. It was actually a really good experience, I think. But at the same time, just before I'd embarked on the 200-day challenge, I'd actually bought like a whole pile of clothes and a whole pile of stuff. So maybe I kind of semi-defeated the purpose of it by having shopped heaps beforehand and then made the decision soon after I stopped shopping. So I have like the things that I probably would have needed if I hadn't bought those things that I'd already bought, whereas if I hadn't bought those things prior to the 200-day challenge, I would have had to probably trade for them or buy them secondhand, and it would have been more interesting and more stressful or whatever. But that's life. I definitely think I might try it again. It's been tough, for sure, but it's good. I recommend it for anyone who is trying to save money or be more environmentally friendly or just not accumulate junk. Set your own rules, I guess. If you feel like experiences are things you're spending money on and you shouldn't be, then don't include them. Don't like include them as things you can't buy, etc. But definitely do it. I think it's a really good experience, and I've learnt a little bit about how to be smarter about things. Like, I did some gardening, found out we had a crazy amount of lemongrass, pretty much put it up on a trade site, got stuff I needed. So that was pretty good for me. But anyway, I'm going to toodle-doos, you guys, say bye-byes, and finish maybe my soup and then record another video or something. Toodles!